Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be talking about the War Poet Society ankle med kit. This is something I've been wanting to talk about for a while now. I think I've had it for a little over a year. While I wouldn't consider this an EDC piece because I don't wear it every single day, I have worn it quite a bit. On occasions I've worn it every single day for weeks on end. Obviously I'm not wearing this in the summer months with shorts, but I did want to show you this perspective because I don't think it's super overt. And I think it's something you could absolutely carry in a regular set of jeans. Mind you, these are not a boot cut jean. These are just a straight cut jean. So it's not super obvious that I'm carrying something on my ankle. But anyway, I want to delve into the kit itself. And these are my Ultimas, so they're mids. It's not like I couldn't wear a boot with this, but it's not super obvious again. So here's the kit again. It just came off my ankle, so there's nothing that's changed about it. I'm just gonna go through what I carry in it every day, and just to show you that you can have a good amount of gear on your ankle without sacrificing pockets or having to carry some sort of pack, right? So we'll go from, I guess, one side to the other, right? In this pocket you can't really see over here, I've gone ahead and buried a compressed gauze. That's pretty handy. Again, it's just a very simplistic medical kit, if you will. So I've got some gauze over here. I'll just leave it out. The next thing I'm rocking is a SWAT tee. Yes, it's in the package, but it's a SWAT tee, so it's gonna roll out when I open it up. Obviously, you guys can see I'm carrying a set of shears. I mean, that's highly important. It's also doubles as a pair of scissors when I need one. And then last but not least, I've got a small flashlight. This is a Glock 19 magazine, and that's with the flashlight. Okay, so if I don't really feel like carrying a magazine in my pocket or in another bag or something of that nature, or if I even wanted to carry a third magazine, at least I have the ability to do so. That's what's on the outside of this kit. Now there's an additional pocket that is a Velcro closure, and it's on the inside. This is what the inside of the War Poet kit looks like. It's got this meshy type material. As far as comfort on the inside, I'd rather wear a sock, like a I don't know, like a mid-calf sock if I could, to get away with it, because it's a whole lot more soft than this is. Not to say this is uncomfortable. I've worn it with like a no-show or a ankle sock, and it's not that big of a deal. But obviously I'm going to prefer a sock to be underneath this. So this is something I'm going to want to carry in the cooler months. If I'm wearing jeans in the summer or like a 5'11" pant, I'll probably put a real thin sock underneath here if I can get away with it. Moving on, this is the interior pocket here. This has a Velcro closure. So I'm keeping a small knife in here. This is just a little case knife. Never use it unless I'm actually going to cut something, so it stays nice and sharp. So one other thing I'm keeping in this is, of course, a spare handcuff key. That could be for myself or anyone else, obviously. I had and I used a miniature lighter, a little miniature Bic lighter, and that fit in there perfectly. I needed a lighter one day, took it out, and never put it back in, unfortunately. I guess to the point is you can have so much miscellaneous gear, like extra cash, chapstick, what have you, whatever you would like to carry, especially if it's seasonal dependent, which this kind of is in a way. So if I didn't make it abundantly clear, this thing attaches with Velcro, okay? So it can go from pretty small to fairly large ankles, right? Yeah, I doubt you have an ankle that small that it won't fit. But let's talk about some pros, cons, and some, just limitations, right? So I'll start with the pros, of course. The pros is that it has four large main compartments with the additional Velcro interior pocket. So there's plenty of room for gear that I really kind of just have to find space for. Like I'm putting a flashlight in one pocket, a magazine in another. Maybe there could be some more medical gear, sure, like a hyphen vent or something. But for the most part, I feel like I'm pretty secure because I'm gonna have additional gear in the truck, but having a tourniquet and an ability to pack a wound in a moment's notice, this really helps in that aspect, right? Concealability, that's another huge pro for this thing. It's very tight to the ankle. If you're wearing just a regular blue jean, a tactical pant, even a utility pant, I use this in patrol with no issues at all. And again, I've used it in the summertime. Now, I will say, as far as if you're wearing a high cut, a high top boot, right, you're not gonna be able to get that on your ankle. I wouldn't expect that you're gonna carry this over a boot. I certainly wouldn't, because it would be a little bit cumbersome. But if you're wearing like a mid-level boot, like say like a Merrell low cut, mid cut boot, I don't think you're gonna have issues. As a matter of fact, I wore a mid-cut boot on patrol and had no issues with wearing this kit, just a height, just slightly above it. And these again that I'm wearing now are mid-cut Ultimas, no issues. Wearing a low-cut shoe, you're not gonna have any issues either. So that's where the limitations lie, is what your footwear is. Also, obviously, if you're someone who likes to wear shorts, your limitations are obvious. So just going toward the cons, one of the cons for me is that because it's not all one material across, and they have tried to make it more comfortable, I guess. When I feel this in my leg, this little tiny, I guess, a bump from where it goes from one fabric to the other. And that's why I like carrying this with a good sock on. That's the only con I can think of. I mean, I can't imagine how you could make this much better, honestly. Maybe if it had like a full-size flap instead of just these straps for certain things, I guess. But you know, with a jean on, this thing is pretty secure. Like nothing's ever fell out of it or anything like that. So I mean, all in all, I think it's a really great piece of kit, especially for like that EDC thing. And again, I had no issues with this on duty. This replaces a lot of belt space for me. You know, I'm not a big guy. I'm wearing a 30-inch waist pant. So again, this is a lot of belt space that I can just throw somewhere else, being that we couldn't put it on our vests, right? So all things considered, if you're looking for a convenient way to carry your medical gear, I would definitely suggest this War Poet Society medical ankle kit.